I headed north out of Birmingham on I-65 with a quick stop at Buc-ee's near Athens, Alabama. Oreo needed to check out all the smells at the dog walk, and I picked up gas, lunch, ice, and snacks. Continuing north, we soon crossed into Tennessee and made our way to the Natchez Trace Parkway and the Meriwether-Lewis National Monument Campground, which is about 10 miles from the Oliver factory in Hohenwald, Tennessee. We arrived right at sundown, and the campground was fairly crowded, but we managed to get a spot near the entrance at site number 1. Yeah, and I'm running the furnace. It's a little noisy in there with the fan running from that, but it warms it up really quick. Well, it's starting to smell like cinnamon rolls in here. Just a little small package. So, a very low flame. So yeah, I'm going to make some coffee here and we'll see how those cinnamon rolls turn out. I'll report back. So yeah, here's the microwave situation. You can see it's supposed to be like that, right? And when I got to the campsite, there were chunks of fiberglass sitting down here and the screws are out. I'm getting ahead of myself here. When I got to my last campground, which was the Birchfield Branch Corps of Engineers campground, my microwave mount was broken like this. I contacted Oliver about it and they asked me to bring it back to the factory. So that's one of the reasons that I'm at this campground. So the screws have nothing to catch on back there. So I'm interested to see what Oliver's going to do. There is a block back in the back that keeps it from going any further than that right there. So it's not like it's just swinging, but it's not really secured. So got to get that fixed. Okay, I turned off the heat, and you know they puffed up, but the bottoms are quite burned. They'll eat though, I think. They make a kind of a silicone ring that goes in here that kind of holds stuff off of the bottom where it gets the hottest. I think I might get one of those. Might help. But anyway, thought I'd give it a try. I think it's going to work out. Well, we're down here at Little Swan Creek. Gonna do a little bit of hiking. There's a trail right over there. It looks like it goes to the Meriwether-Lewis Monument. So we'll 1.8 miles it says. We'll go down there and come back. This is Little Swan Creek, and we've got some picnic tables down here, and trail heads up this way. Even if I have to go slow, I like to get Oreo so she can get a little bit of exercise anyway. She doesn't get a lot. I don't want her to overdo because she is an old lady, but you know, you got to keep moving. Oh, we're getting close to the Meriwether-Lewis Memorial. The road is right over there. That's the campground road. I just saw a truck drive by. And of course, Oreo is in her spot. I don't know if you can see that. Well, on the way back from the Meriwether-Lewis Memorial site, and ran into a guy there who was riding a bike, a recumbent bike, the whole length of the Natchez Trace. He had just started and he stopped by the memorial there. Pretty interesting. I think he said he expected to take 8 to 9 days, just depending on situation and all. Kind of getting a little hungry. Gonna grab some lunch when we get back, and I think I have decided I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up and head into the Oliver showroom. The Oliver, what do they call it now? They used to call it the Sales and Service Center, but now I guess it's just the Service Center and Showroom. Now you've got to buy an Oliver through a dealer. You know, it's in the best interest of all Oliver owners that Oliver stays in business. And, you know, they went through the boom of COVID and a lot of people buying campers. And now they're tightening the belts to survive the next phase, whatever that is. Of course, you know, prices are going up, as they have to if you've got a dealer network, because dealer has to make money. I hope they do well with this next phase. You know, they had originally announced that they were going to close the service center, and that all Oliver owners had to go to a dealer to get service, which was not something I was very happy about. But they have now rolled that back. I guess they got a lot of feedback from owners saying, yeah, not so much on the going to a dealer who you've really got no relationship with. But like I say, they have now rolled that back. You can get service if you buy it from a dealer. You can get service from the dealer, but you can also get service from Oliver. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head in, park there at the Oliver Campground, and get back on the grid, get batteries charged, get some water. Well, we made it back. Truckee still there. Well, I'm set up, campsite number 5, and we are here at the Oliver Sales and Service Center, although I think it's now just the Service Center. We're set up here, got power and water, which is good. I needed water. Gonna go grab something real quick to eat, and then come back and to get some things cleaned up and get a shower. I've been needing to do, so get that stuff taken care of this afternoon, and then my appointment for the service center is at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Can't say I had a very good sleep here at the Oliver Campground last night. I don't know. I woke up about 2 a.m. and just tossed and turned, and had a hard time going back to sleep. And I finally got to sleep again about, I don't know, somewhere around 5 o'clock. And then, of course, when the alarm went off this morning, I didn't want to get up because it was, you know, I hadn't had much sleep. Been some semi-trucks parked out here on the road, I guess, waiting to go in to unload things this morning. But I made a little oatmeal. This is actually my usual go-to breakfast every morning. I make some microwave oatmeal with, put some brown sugar and cinnamon in there. It's pretty tasty. And I guess it's not as bad for you as some things can be. But if I can get started, if I can get my engine cranked here this morning, I'll get going. I really don't know how long it's going to take, how long they're going to, be in there to repair. Because it seems to me like the fiberglass is broken behind there, and I don't know how that's repaired. I'm not a fiberglass guy, so I guess we'll find out what their solution is. Well, it is 7 a.m. Looks like a few folks have showed up at work over there at the Oliver Service Center, but I don't think they open until 8 o'clock, so I'll wait and I'll tow it over there and get going. Well, I have left my baby with the service folks, and they're gonna, he said it'd probably be 3 o'clock before they got it ready. So long. Now I have to figure out what I'm gonna do between 8 o'clock and 3 o'clock in Hohenwald, Tennessee. Oliver provides this campground as a service to people that come to the service center. I stayed here the first night after picking up my new trailer last year. The campsites have power and water, and there's also a dump station available. Oliver recently changed, and they no longer sell direct to consumer, but now sell exclusively through a small dealer network. You can, however, take delivery of a special order here in Hohenwald. While dealers do offer service, Oliver also keeps this center available for factory service. As you can see, Hohenwald is not exactly a bustling metropolis. The factory itself is a mile or two away from this location. Oliver has a lot of businesses, and their primary business is manufacturing fiberglass walk-in tubs. Well, sort of feel lost now. I've got hours to kill, and don't have the camper. I'm headed back up towards the Trace, the Natchez Trace, and gonna just cruise around there, maybe look for some places. But I wish I had thought about it a little bit more. I would have got my good shoes, my hiking shoes. Instead, I've got my good shoes on, and I hate to go tromping around in the woods in my good shoes. So, I don't know. And I also left Oreo's leash. Dang it. I left Oreo's leash in the camper. That is not good. I may have another one in here in the truck, so heads up, if you're a Oliver owner and you're bringing it for service, think about the fact that you're going to be without your camper for a few hours, so you gotta put the stuff you need in your truck before you leave it with them. Well, I started up at the north end of the Trace. Well, the Natchez Trace goes all the way to Nashville, but I started here close to Hohenwald. And just gonna work our way south. And check out some of these, I guess, less known things along the way. Phosphate mine. It says it's a 5-minute walk right down there on that trail. So figure we'll head down there and see what the phosphate mine's all about. Shellfish deposited 400 million years ago. There's some of the limestone that was has the phosphate in it. Okay, that was a short walk. They don't want you to go any farther. We're just maybe 100 yards from the Natchez Trace. And here's the limestone area. An entrance, maybe collapsed entrance to a mine. It's the Natchez Trace. If you've never been on the Natchez Trace, it's a great road. It's prohibited from commercial traffic, so you don't get semi-trucks and that sort of thing. And mostly, you don't get a lot of people at all who come through here. Alright, well, we're back at the Meriwether-Lewis site and thought we would hike a little ways down the Trace Trail. You are here, so maybe we'll go out to the old Natchez Trace and then come back around this way. And I've got my backpack in case there's problems with this thing. Oh, okay. Life compass. I don't know if I've heard of that before. Interesting. And this seems to be a paved pathway, which is kind of what you would expect for National Park Service. Oh, somebody's got to do some business. Got Oreo in the backpack. I'm gonna walk over here and see if this building is open. Okay, there you go. It's open 9 to 4:30, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. So, what's today? Rangers away from the information cabbing and roving around the nearby area. So, but over here on this side, it is open. This little information center here. Register visitors. I'll sign that. There's some stamps. It's a small little room. It's got a few things in here to look at and to read. So I'm going to shut off the camera and take a few minutes and just read some of this stuff. Grinder house, where he was staying. And then down that way is the actual memorial, along with what's called the Pioneer Graveyard, which has a lot of little stones. Okay, I found Oreo's leash. It's pretty awesome. This is Metal Ford, and we're on the banks of the Buffalo River. These are starting to change down here pretty good. Looks nice. As you can see, there was a ironworks here, and I'm gonna just walk around. So we're going to go to the left and look at the Ford. Well, there you go. Across the river, which was fordable except after heavy rains, the Ford takes its name from its stone bottom, which reminded frontier travelers of stone-surfaced or metalled roads of the day. There you go. And this is the mill race. So this would be where it took the water in. They diverted the water here and then through this trough. to the mill. Okay, this is the Napier Mine Overlook. It's got a little road loop off the trace. Well, I guess that's it right there. Thought maybe there would be a trail. Let's look at the info over here. A few feet to your left is the open pit mine, which provided most of the ore for the nearby iron making operation. I guess this was, they said it wasn't a mine. Well, I just got a call from Oliver, and they they said that they can get me out today if I'm willing to get an upgrade from the standard microwave to the convection microwave. So, but if I wanted to insist on the regular microwave, then it might take a few days for them to be able to get it fixed. So, I don't know, you know, that was one of the things that I kind of wished I had done when I bought the Oliver, was gotten the convection microwave. So now this is a win-win. They can get the work done today, and I get a free upgrade to a convection oven. So he did say that they had taken the old microwave out, and it looks like there was an issue in manufacture that caused that to happen. So even though they said they hadn't seen it before, I guess somehow there was an issue over at the manufacturing side. To Oliver's credit, you know, I mean, it's more than a year old, so technically, you know, by the letter of the law, they don't have to warrant anything. But you know, credit to them, they're stepping up, fixing it for free, and giving me an upgrade to the convection microwave at the same time. So it's a good company. Definitely glad that I hitched my wagon to a company like Oliver. So we'll head south a little bit more and see what there is to see and move along. We've still got quite a few hours to go before they'll be ready to for the repair to be done. This is the Old Trace Drive, which is a 2.5 mile one-way single-lane road that goes along the original path of the Trace. It's not open for RVs, but any car can drive through without problems. There are 3 scenic overlooks here, so it's worth a trip if you're in this area for sure. With a sky that's dark, in the land of idols that all fall apart, when the darkness crumbles from the mighty sound of a voice that calls us. We drove back into the town of Hohenwald, and I left Oreo in the truck while I ducked into the Junkyard Dog Steakhouse and grabbed a quick lunch. Then we walked around downtown a little bit. Well, I'm intrigued by this. It's the Elephant Discovery Center, the Elephant Sanctuary in Tennessee. I don't know. I don't know what it could all be. There's an elephant made out of tires. Pretty cool. Yeah, so what they do is they take elephants that have been in zoos or circuses and that sort of thing, and they give them a sanctuary to live in. And it's not here, but this is the Discovery Center where you can learn about, and this over here is about Hohenwald. It's a mural. Now this is downtown Hohenwald. Lunchtime on a Wednesday. I'm sure the Elephant Sanctuary is probably pretty cool. The Discovery Center. Kind of wish I could go check it out, but I can't with Oreo. And I don't want to leave her somewhere. We're just sort of stuck waiting for the Oliver to get done. A few places to eat over here. And they have a big parking lot, free parking. We sort of ran out of things to do, so we went to a nearby city park. And I took my book and sat on a bench and read. The weather was absolutely perfect, so I didn't mind at all. This is my new convection oven, convection microwave, instead of the other one. This is a bigger unit, and as you can see, the bracket around it covers almost the entire opening for the microwave. So yeah, Oliver did good. They recognized that the issue was their problem, and they replaced it. And you'll notice there are 6 screws here holding this in instead of the 4 that were on the old microwave. So hopefully it'll be a little bit sturdier. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Obviously I haven't used it yet since it's still got a cardboard in there. But I will probably give that a try here pretty soon. Well, taking a little bike ride here at Meriwether Lewis. Well, you know, these sleeves really are looking nice. Let's see, I've gone about 4.5 miles so far. And it's a little hilly out here. Of course, Oreo, I don't know if you can see her. So. She's hanging out for the ride. But, yeah, I came back here after I stayed in, got the Oliver repaired in Hohenwald. And I decided to come back here last night. There's a woodpecker, pileated woodpecker. Came back here last night, spent the night, and I've decided I'm gonna go ahead and spend the night here again tonight. Just do a little bit more hiking, biking, and hanging out. It's just incredible weather. I mean, it is just perfect. Clear blue skies. The foliage on the trees, you know, really nice. So I don't see any reason to go back home right now for sure. So that's what I'm gonna do. The battery on the Oliver is down to about 80%, I guess. So you know, it gets down a little bit lower. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'll play it by ear. That's the good thing about camping and being retired. You can call your own shots. Later in the day, I decided to take another hike down a different trail to the Old Spring, and then out the Old Natchez Trace Trail to Little Swan Creek. Okay, somebody likes the water. She just trotted right out there into the river or the creek. So over there is the trail, or the old trace trail continues over on that side of the creek. Do you like that? You like playing in the water? Beautiful out here. Just looking upstream. Okay, we made it back to the truck. Whew. That was a lot of up and down, and carrying that load was definitely something. But we're gonna head back to the camper and have some lunch. I'm hungry. It's 1 o'clock already, so. Well, I'm gonna have my go-to lunch. At least on this trip it has been. I'm having a little bit of wheat bread and I put a little mayo on there. Duke's. Take a tomato. So yeah, I'm kind of hungry after that hike. Up and down, a lot of up and down. You know, my GPS on my watch, it said I only went 2 miles, but I think what happened was it got paused for a portion of it. I think it was more than 2 miles. It certainly felt like more than 2 miles. I mean, I will hike back home, and it's hilly there too. I'll go 6 miles, and I'm tired after 6 miles, but I'm not tired like I was this time. And this was a little bit hillier than what I'm usually used to. I'm gonna put a slice of smoked Gouda on there. Couple of pieces. That is the Meriwether Lewis Campground Special. This will tide me over until this evening when I have that steak. I usually get a extra large drink when I'm at Buc-ee's, and then I reuse the cup. I just wash it out. It's good for quite a few goes. For lunch, we're having Lipton green tea citrus. It is not carbonated. And I've got a little ice in there. I carry a Yeti with me. And I don't put anything in the Yeti except ice. So it's clean. I think I have the smallest Yeti that you can buy. That's hard case. It fits one large bag of ice. And it's been several days that it's been in there. And it's, a lot of it's melted, but there's still plenty of ice in there. I usually keep it in the bathroom when I need to take a shower or something. I'll pull it out and set it on the floor. But, oh yeah, it's gonna be good. Well, here at Meriwether Lewis, campground's kind of full. So probably 80% capacity. This is the second site I've stayed in. Night before last, I stayed right across the road, and no, I'm sorry, I stayed in site number 1 right as you come in. Then I stayed at the Oliver Service Center, their little campground, which was nice because I could fill up on water, charge the battery, and then I came back here. And I parked over in the campground across the road and spent the night last night there. But then the people that were in this site left. And this is a better site. It's flat and more straight in, so I could more easily unhook the truck. So I backed across the road, got into this site, and first time I've used this fire ring. I've seen this on other YouTube channels. It's a Walmart special, but yeah, it's really taken off here. It's burning good. Got a steak. I've got the steak coming up to room temp, and gonna do it's a generator. It was about right here that one of my neighbors decided to crank their generator. And since I had to listen to it, there's no need for you to. But I did want to show how nice this fire pit is. After the flames died down and turned to embers, I put the grill on top and grilled a steak. Now, let me see if this steak is cooked to my liking. Seems to have a certain amount of, yeah, I mean, it's okay. I overcooked it a little bit, but I tell you, it's 6 minutes total is what I had it on the grill. So yes, I know, Oreo, it's my food. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and give these dig into the food, and wish I had some butter. Wish I had some pepper. I didn't bring that either, but it'll be fine. It'll be good. And the beer of the day is Trim Tab Brewing Gravitational Nectar. This is a Birmingham local brew. Crispy gravitational nectar. Create a world you love. A spirit of quality. Good stuff. So I don't know if you can see the doneness of it, but that's about the way I like it right there. And I have another one in the fridge that I can make some other day. Well, I got everything ready to go, got everything packed up, and it started raining. And I don't know, I put the awning out, and I'm sitting out under the awning, and I'm gonna just play it by ear. If it gets stays like this for a few hours, I'll probably just pack it up and go. It kind of came in kind of heavy at first, and I thought, well, I'll wait for a few minutes and see if it slacks off, and it has. It's not as raining as hard as it was. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. All right, this is the Alabama Welcome Center. This is the first rest area that you come to once you cross the state line into Alabama. And there used to be a big Saturn V rocket here that was really cool. I remember it from my childhood, but they remodeled this whole rest area, and they tore down the old rocket, which was, I guess, getting dangerous. So, but yeah, this is all brand new. And the cool thing is, look at here, they have dump station. This is just all brand new. So that's pretty cool. I am pumped up about getting rid of my pumped up stuff. So, yep, there you go. So I'm gonna get busy. Well, that's the end of my adventure to the Oliver Mothership. If you're interested, this is a slideshow of some of the photos I took. And if you want to follow along with my future road trips, feel free to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.